Hi, Trina Wright here. Welcome. So, love is the answer. Yes, love is the answer. I appreciate you being here. I know that we're all feeling really called to higher levels of expansion, to higher levels of engaging, to higher levels of communion with our full self, with each other, and a really strong feeling of like uplifting, the collective uplifting and awakening the planet. And what could be a better tool for that than love? I mean, love, 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 love. And I don't mean the love that is the love that when we initially think about it, it can stem from that, the love for your child or the love for your partner. This is a deeper, more pure love. This is like the purest, most pristine, untainted, untouched love you can imagine. It's like the love of Source. It's like the love that God or Source was filled with when it brought you into being, when it like decided, you know what, I want to know myself in a deeper way. And I can't see that from where I sit because I'm all of all that is and I know it. And so how could I ever know myself from that vantage point? It's like the little tiny bright light of the sun that has the littlest inkling of its own self-recognition. But it's like the big sun is so big and so profound and shines such bright light that it doesn't even see its own light. And the sun says to it, you have to go off. You have to go off over there on your own, find some darkness so you can be with yourself and figure this out and see yourself. And so off goes the little light and it lights everything up everywhere it goes. And it keeps looking behind it, thinking, well, that must be the sun. Where's the sun lighting it all up? To then come to the clear recognition that it's lighting it all up because it's the light itself too. And that's what it was like. God just took a piece of itself and said, I put myself over there so I can engage with myself. Then I'm going to put myself into a space where everything is engageable and tangible, when it can engage with visceral physical things and experiences and feel like it's this body and it's separate and have this experience of other people and otherness and separateness and emotions and sensations and memories and experiences. And through that, I will know thyself. I will know myself. And so that's what we all came from, that level of love that was, I want to know myself. I want to feel as many different, infinite possible ways that I feel the love that is in me that wants to be expressed. And I can only do it by putting it into physical expression in some way, through souls, through bodies, through incarnations, through different game boards. That's how I can do it. And so love changes everything when we understand that that's where we came from, that's what we're filled with, and that's what we can emanate, and everything is based on and built from that love and light, and that you create from that place just as you were created from Source and God. That's how your inner being and you create. That's how you then move that energy out into the world to make it into these expressions. And so that's what it's going to take. That's what it's required to shift into this paradigm, what I'm calling a paradigm of love, a paradigm of Source. We ended up in the forgotten land because that's what we needed to do for God to know itself. How could it know itself if immediately the recognition that it held when it was oneness was, I'm all of it, so I can't know all of it because I'm all of it, and I really want to know all of it. So it added the separation, took those aspects outside of it to know it. And part of what needed to happen is to forget that it was God, to forget it was itself. So when we came into that, we were under that sort of law of forgetting, that paradigm of forgetting, which is based in lack and limitation and unworthiness and all those kind of things. And to come back into the love that we are means we shift that paradigm and we come into a Source love paradigm. And that's how love is the answer, because as we shift into that, everything else is going to shift too. And ultimately, we're each a shard of God that is only on a journey of our own discovery, but yet every incremental step that we move, that energy moves it for everyone else, gives them access. It may not do all the work for them, but it gives them access in many, many different ways. As the level of consciousness is increased on this planet, they have different things to reach to. They have different things to see. Everybody does. And so we're all in this together. And love is the answer. And so if you're interested in this, what I want to do is have some group calls on Sundays where we can come together. I want to do an energy attunement process that's called the core frequency attunement. I have my own deep relationship with my inner beings, and they share with me often with divine guidance. And so this is one of the things that they've shared with me. It is fantastic. It's amazing. It happens, and I'm blessed to have it a lot. And I've shared it one-on-one with people, and I just wanted to see what it would be like to do it in a group experience. And I also have gotten some guidance that we can do this for the collective. We can do this for ourselves and then bring that out for the collective, come together in a unified field of love, have some conversation about what it means to be shifting this from the lackful paradigm place that we've all lived to moving into this more fullness, this self-sourced, what I'm calling self-sourced place, where out in the other paradigm, it's like everything is about what you get from outside of you. How do you get all those resources? And that's exactly what's going on right now. This fear that something outside of me can touch me, can do something to me, versus this, I'm home with myself. I trust that everything is for me, that everything is me, and I am just invincible in that. Those are completely different paradigms. So I want to invite you to come and join me on a Sunday morning, and just let's see how that goes. Let's talk about it. Let's come into this new found space together so that we can anchor it in. It's not easy to be the firsts. It's not easy to be the pioneers, to step out and want to hold a new space. It's a powerful thing to be called to do that. And it can also feel not only like you could never be alone because you always have God, but when you're juxtaposed against those that don't see it the way you do, it can feel like that. And so this is a way for us to really ground in the knowing that you're not alone, and the knowing that this is what is being called for, and you have the backing of all that is. So if any of that resonates, then please sign up, get the details, hop on the call, join the Facebook group where we can talk more about how love is the answer, how we can uplift ourselves, move in this direction of embodying the source paradigm, embodying source within ourselves, but then living under this new paradigm. Wouldn't it be cool if the whole world moved into that, if all our systems and structures and ways of being as a collective were coming from that paradigm? That's my invitation. I'm so happy to meet you, and I hope to see you there. The details, the date, all of that will be sent to you after you just drop in your email. It also means that I can send you my newsletter and send you little videos that I make. Sometimes I have a YouTube channel, and I just like to share what it's like because I am consciously deciding and choosing to be in that paradigm. And it is what it is. So, but I think having more of us talking about it as we're doing it, stepping away from the matrix and into this new sourceness, is beneficial. So I'll see you on the call. I love you. Bye.